Last video, we just made a ball bounce. Here, I'm going to make this object rotate and bounce, and it's the same concept. Nothing's going to change with the keys. You have an object. You place a keyframe at the beginning to start to create that graph that you see in the animation editor's graph editor. So we're creating the beginning of this animation, which is also the beginning of drawing a line that reflects the motion path. Instead of clicking the S key to record the translation, I'm going to click this toggle, and that's automatic keyframing. You always have to put down the first key because we're growing this line, and without Maya knowing where to grow this line, you're not going to get the results you want. So you place that first key down. I'm going to go to frame 30. Now I'm just going to rotate this object. Go hold down the J key and just rotate it all the way around. But how far am I rotating this object? Where's my information? Let me undo that. Open up the channel box. You can see this heads up with the numbers in the channel box. This way, when I rotate, holding down the J key, I could just rotate and look at the rotate Y. I'm at -90, -225, -300, and -360. What if I was off a little? -373 point whatever, and that information got recorded. If I want -360, I would type in -360, enter, and there's our rotation. Now, the rotation naturally has an ease on it, which is good for certain types of animations. Sometimes you don't want an ease happening. If I just want to repeat this segment over and over again, I'll just make my range slider shorter, and then I'll press the play button. If I want this constant churning, that has to deal with the type of tangents associated with this curve. Go under Windows, Animation Editors, Graph Editor. If I want this to be a constant motion, not this easing that I see here and at the end right there, move around this view, hold down the Option or Alt key and middle mouse button to pan, the Option or Alt key and right mouse button to zoom in and zoom out, or use the wheel on the wheeling mouse to zoom in and zoom out. I'm going to draw a marquee selection, which is just clicking and dragging out a region. I'm selecting the rotation along the y-axis. I know this based upon two things. One, the color green here, rotation Y here, and also it's the only value that's animated over here. Those are the few reasons why I know it's a rotation around the y-axis. I'm going to select both of those keys. I don't want this type of tangent. I want a linear tangent. So I'll click this icon right here, and that will straighten things up. Now let's look at the motion. Hitting play. That constant motion. This is how you could create a seamless loop. The other tangent types, converting a curve, maybe you want it to be round again. Use auto tangent. You get that smooth ease ins and ease outs. And then there's a step tangent that won't be easy to see on this object. I'll make another object in order to demonstrate that one. Here is stepped. Stay at your first keyframe position until you hit the next key and then do whatever. But since my rotation is 360 degrees, you're not going to see that. What if I added a bounce to all this? Let me convert this back to have this nice ease in and ease out between the two keys. And at the same time, let's say it's here to start with. I'll go to frame 30. I'll just click right here to get there. And I'll lift this object up. Since auto keyframe is on, we have this spinning up, which is kind of cool. Nice platform that rises and your character's on top. I'll now marquee select all my keys. So I went here to select all my keys, which is the same as selecting all of them like this. I just went up here. Let me select all my keys right over here. And really, I just need my translations and rotations for this one. I'll marquee select all that. Now I'll convert this to step tangents. What this does, all that information from the first key will just stay put up until you hit the next key, and then watch this object just pop up like that. So that's a step tangent. Click. Goes right up. I'll convert this back to auto. Now we have that rotation and rise, where it's easing up in rotation and slowing down when it hits that last key, versus linear, where it's a constant moving up and moving. There's no easing out. Even though I've been using all the keys for auto keying and stepping and things like that, I could just select one group of keys, such as all the keys at the beginning. Maybe it's linear, and then it still eases out. Here are the eases. So it's something that's constantly in motion. We're coming to the scene, and then it's going to slow down. Tangents happen per key. I've just been selecting all the keys just to demonstrate the different types of tangents. But per key, you could apply the tangent adjustments. I'll now